morning students, this is 12th class biology, chapter 9, strategies for enhancement in food production, and today we will discuss the homework solutions of lecture 4. So this is the answer for question number 8 of NCERT. Question is, explain what biofortification is. So biofortification is a process of breeding crops to improve their nutritional value. So here crops are bred to improve the nutritional value, that can be protein, vitamin or other micronutrients. Biofortification is different from food enrichment, as the emphasis is given on plants being nutritious as they are growing rather than adding in the nutrients during food processing. So here in biofortification we talk about the breeding of plants. Okay, breeding of plants which are more nutritious, which give us food that is more nutritious. So it is different from food enrichment, because in food enrichment we talk about adding nutrients during the processing of food, and it is primarily aimed at reducing deficiency disorders in the general public due to hidden hunger. And this is NCERT question number 9, that which part of the plant is best suited for making virus-free plants and why? So virus-free plants can be made if the axillary and apical meristem are used. So both type of meristem can be used here, apical or axillary. Axillary meristem are found in the axil of leaf, and apical meristem from the apex of root or shoot can be used here. Now apical meristems are virus-free tissues, as most of the viruses cannot infect these tissues, and viral growth cannot keep pace with these fast growing or dividing meristems, because usually apical meristem is used here because the growth rate of apical meristem is faster than the infection rate of viruses. Okay, the cells present in the apical meristem region divide faster than the viral growth. So viral growth cannot keep pace with these dividing meristems. Thus, apical meristem is used to culture and produce a virus-free plant. This is NCERT question number 10. What is the major advantage of producing plants through micropropagation? So you know about micropropagation, that it is a method wherein new plants are produced in a shorter duration with the help of plant tissue culture methodology, right? And these are the major advantages of micropropagation. So first is, micropropagation helps to propagate large amounts of plants in a relatively short period of time. So this is the major advantage of micropropagation, that large number of plants can be produced in a shorter period of time. Second, the resultant plants are identical to the parent plant. So if we have any plant having all the desired characteristics, then those characteristics can be maintained by growing the plant with the help of tissue culture, or you can say by micropropagation, because identical plants can be produced by this technique. Then production of disease resistant crop. So if we have any disease resistant plant, then disease resistant crops can be produced with the help of micropropagation technique. Next is NCERT question number 11, that find out what the various components of the medium used for propagation of an explant in vitro, means components used for tissue culture, right? So the various components of medium used for propagation of an explant, or you can say in case of tissue culture, are sources of carbon such as sucrose. So here we use a carbon source, that is sucrose. Vitamins, minerals required for the plant development and growth, water, agar-agar, that is a nutrient medium, auxin and gibberellins, those are plant growth regulators, or you can say plant growth hormones. Okay, auxin and gibberellins, and also essential amino acids are used here in the nutrient medium to propagate an explant in vitro. Now this is the answer for question number 12 of NCERT. Name of 5 hybrid varieties of crop plants which have been developed in India. So these are name of crop plants and these are hybrid varieties. Cowpea is the name of crop plant and hybrid variety of cowpea is Pusa Komal that has been developed in India. Mustard variety Pusa Swarnim also has been developed in India. These Jaya and Ratna, these are two hybrid varieties of rice, and Sonalika and Kalyan Sona are two hybrid varieties of wheat, and Pusa Subra, this is hybrid variety of cauliflower. As this chapter has been completed, so you need to do the assignment that has been uploaded on netquark.com. Thank you.